What's up, everybody? Anime Reader here. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on all post notifications so you're notified when I post a new video. Something new series I will be starting with Naruto is the grandson of Madara Uchiha, making him an Uchiha and making him quite overpowered. But I will be putting limits on his power, and yeah, to make the story more interesting. Before I start the video, I have one question for you guys. Do you want Naruto to um, possess wood style? This is part 0, so the only thing that I will be doing is setting up background mostly and explaining things. Yeah. Comment if you want him to have wood style. If I see more than one person there, comment wood style. I will be giving him wood style. But if it's only one person, or none at all, I will not be giving him that. Like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate everyone that watched. And
On the track, boy.
welcome back, everyone. Hope you like the intro. I very much like it. Now there will be a whole lot of assuming in this video. If I assume something and it is wrong based off the actual anime and manga, um sorry about that. Maybe I got it wrong somehow. So comment if I do assume something wrong, because Madara's timeline, Hashirama's timeline, Tsunade's timeline, and the second and first Great Ninja War timelines are completely there's no way for me to find out when how old Tsunade was when she actually fought in the war. So I may assume some things based off on my own assumptions. So sorry about that if you get mad or angry by that. I think that's proper English. Angry. So yeah. So don't get angry, please. Thank you. Now we begin our story with Madara, just dying from Hashirama's hand, and he did use Izanagi, but he is quite low on chakra, and because of him being dead, and the dead replenishing chakra different from the living, he does not have an infinite source, because of him being dead, he cannot revive himself fully. If you were to revive himself, his body would be weak and frail, and he would just die again. So he doesn't see the point. So he will wait. He would wait in the afterlife, reviving his body, his soul to his body. So he's just going to be in limbo for the time being, for the next 28 to 30 years. That's how long. So I let's jump over to Tsunade. Tsunade was 3 when her grandfather died. That's just me assuming that um Hashirama had a child at 18, and that child had Tsunade at 18. But along with Tsunade, another child was born, Mikoto. 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 She is Mikoto Senju. She is the granddaughter of Hashirama Senju, and she was born with the ability to use wood style. And she's a half Uzumaki, so she has quite massive amounts of chakra. Yeah, she'll be quite overpowered. Now Mikoto will be hated and loved in the village and in the leaves. Ninjas are thinking just because she's the granddaughter of the first Hokage doesn't mean she should be treated differently. Others are thinking, of course she should be treated differently. If it wasn't for the first Hokage or the second Hokage, we wouldn't even be here. So of course she should be treated differently than all of us. She is special, and she can use that special she can use wood style just like her grandfather. She is special, by the way. You should know that. So it is causing dispute. She doesn't want anyone to fight because she doesn't want to cause conflict like her grandfather. Now Mikoto growing up would be hated and loved, like I said, but she will be under constant watch by Danzo, the village elders, and third Hokage, just to make sure that she's safe. So there's about at least 25 people watching her each night, but at least 5 times a week she will be attacked, or an attempt attack on her life, or someone trying to capture her, basically. Mikoto would be saddened by this fact. She is causing conflict. She doesn't want to cause conflict. But yeah. We jump over to Madara, who is hearing about this conflict. While he is in limbo, he can still contact with the real world. He's hearing conflict, constant conflict. He hates it. It's been about 20 years, and the second Great Ninja War has begun. Keep in mind, the first Great Ninja War was when the third Hokage became the third Hokage. So yeah, let's keep that in mind. And the second Great Ninja War is around the time that Tsunade, Jiraiya, and Orochimaru saved the village, basically, and became the legendary Sanin, basically. Now, while they were surrounded by the third Hokage, they weren't acknowledged. They weren't acknowledged as like the legendary Sanin after the second Great Ninja War. So yeah. I can't remember if they participated in the third Great Ninja War. I think that was Minato. But let's move on. Madara is hearing conflict. Time moves a lot faster in Limbo. So, while it's been 20 years, it's been about 20 days for Madara. That's just me putting my own twist on the story. Well, it wasn't proven by anything, so don't get mad. That's just me putting my own twist. Time can move slower or faster, depending on if you're reviving yourself or if you're just dying. Yeah. Now Madara's body isn't decaying as yet because he is reviving himself. So his soul is becoming back into his body. So the Grim Reaper isn't taking his soul away, basically. So he isn't dying, like his body isn't decaying. That will take around 4 months. No, that will take 4 months for someone to decay, I think. But because of him reviving himself, he isn't his body isn't experiencing all of those phases of the body decaying. So don't worry, he will experience them, and that's why he will summon. Just wait. Now, I'm going to assume that Tsunade was around 28 when she was when the second Great Ninja War started, and I don't want. I'm just assuming. I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, correct me in the comment section. Now, Tsunade was 28. That means her sister was 28. That would mean that Madara spent about 30 years reviving himself. Now, when Madara revived himself, he isn't experiencing the decay yet. So he knows about the conflict, and he's thinking of a way how to solve it. This is when Black Zetsu comes into play. He'll start to put the idea of Tsukuyomi into his head. The Tsukuyomi plan. Madara would be running, and he would just go to the edge of he would go to the land of whirlpools to try to get the blood of an Uzumaki into his system, because Uzumaki has quite large reserves of chakra. While he does have large amounts, Uzumaki generally has more chakra than he ever will. So he's trying to get that into his and get that part. He's trying to get a part of the Uzumaki like he got a part of Hashirama. And the second reason why he spent 30 years reviving himself is because when he took a part of Hashirama's when he took Hashirama cells, that also took a part of his chakra, and chakra replenishes slower, like I said. Now he would try to go to the land of whirlpools, but to recruit an Uzumaki, he would try to recruit an Uzumaki for his plan, but to use one per se, but because of Uzumaki has large reserves of chakra, like I said, he would either recruit one. If he wouldn't come, he would take his chakra for himself, basically. But the Uzumaki, the land of whirlpools, was destroyed in the second Great Ninja War. Yeah, I think that's true. Around the second Great Ninja War, and yeah. Now, he would spend about 4 months there, all alone, at the edge of the land of fire, entering the land of whirlpools. Yeah. Now, jump on to Mikato, who is running away. For one reason, she doesn't want to be watched. That's weird. Second reason is she doesn't want to cause conflict, and she is causing conflict. She doesn't want people to fight over her. that goes against everything she stands for, peace. She wants peace in the world, but she is causing war, basically. Now all Kage want her on their sides because she is quite a powerful ninja. But she doesn't want to be on anyone's side. She wants to be on her own side. So multiple ninjas will be coming after her from each nation and trying to capture her. Some even trying to kill her. So yeah. Now Mikoto would just run, constantly running. Maybe she can find refuge in the land of whirlpools, because she is half Uzumaki. Maybe she can find refuge there. So she's running towards the land of whirlpools, but she cannot rest and she cannot eat. While she does have massive amounts of chakra, it is a limited amount, and she does need to eat to and rest to replenish that chakra. But she's not given a chance by the ninjas that are chasing her. So she has to run for about between 3 and 4 weeks. She runs straight to the land of whirlpools and towards the land of whirlpools. She hasn't reached there. Now she would run into a man called Madara, and she would be so tired that she would just give up and she would just faint. She would hit her head on the way down and getting instant amnesia. So yeah, Madara would wonder who this girl is, but somehow he feels the urge to help this girl. Madara would take her inside, and he would heal her, not use medical ninjutsu. He would use medicinal herbs and that he found, and herbs that he tested, basically, because he wants to stay healthy. Because he was dead, he is starting to get the repercussions of using Izanagi, first using Izanagi while he was dead and his body was starting to decay. So yeah, so he has to use medicinal herbs, and yeah. Now Mikoto will wake up after about 2 weeks. Madara will say, "You're finally up," and he would ask her name. She wouldn't remember her name. She wouldn't remember anything for that fact. Madara would notice that she looks like a ninja because she did have ninja tools, and yeah. He would ask her, "Do you remember who you were running from? Because you look like you were running for your life." She would say no. Madara would say, "Okay," and he would make her some soup. Some soup base. Of course he would make her soup. Soup is for sick. Okay, let's move on. now he would try to feed her, but she wouldn't have the strength to chew it. Because while she is hungry, she doesn't have the strength because of her running for about 3 to 4 weeks, running constantly without even taking a break or eating anything. So while she is hungry, she cannot eat. Madara would have to put food in his mouth, chew it for her, and kiss her and feed her, basically mouth feed her, basically like a baby who can't eat. now Madara say, "I'm sorry about that," but she would be blushing, but Madara say, "Sorry about that, but you need to eat." He would do this until she said she was full, and yeah. Now yeah, so they would spend all the time together until the end of the second Great Ninja War was about to end. And yeah, now it wouldn't be quite over yet, but it would still be conflict, and people would be still looking for her. And they would eventually have 2 kids, Minato Uchiha and Izana Uchiha. Now keep in mind, Madara does have the Rinnegan in his eyes, so yeah, let's keep that in mind. And I have a question for you guys. Technically, Naruto has Hashirama cells from both Madara and his grandmother Mikoto, and so he can get the Rinnegan if you want him to. Just comment it, and hit the like goal, which will be 10, and I'll give you guys 1 week. So yeah. So if you guys do not hit the like goal, I'll do another what if, basically. So yeah. Now, Minato and Izuna would be born. Minato would be about 2 years older than Izuna, and yeah, Izuna would be a baby at this point. Yeah, be a young, like a little baby, and Minato would be about 2 years older, and yeah, they would spend 2 more years in the cabin, and Minato would be able to walk, and he was starting to perform jutsus. Basically, he is a genius, in fact, and he has a Sharingan. He hasn't awakened it yet. So now one day Madara would be out, and it's getting dark, and Minato and Madara would be out and catching fish, and having father and son time. Izuna is a baby, so they can't go out fishing with the baby, basically. Now, now Madara, when they come back home, they would hear someone shouting, hear Mikoto shouting. Madara would instantly go inside, seeing the man stab his wife in the heart, killing her. Madara would get enraged by this. The one person that loved him, the one person that he thought was going to spend eternity with him, died right in front of his eyes. Minato would also see this, and he would awaken his Sharingan. Madara would use a Susanoo, a big ass Susanoo, grabbing his wife and his two sons, creating a Susanoo, killing those two men. Now, because of Izuna being a baby, he would cry, and Madara would comfort his son. They would bury their mom, and Madara would take both of his sons to the Hidden Leaf Village. Minato would ask Madara where he's going, and Madara says, "Son, I am going to fulfill my dream. Become something that I am not. Become the Hokage. Become something I could not. Prove everyone in this village wrong. Prove to them that an Uchiha isn't filled with hatred like I am. I hate this world, but you don't have to." And Madara will go away. His body is feeling the repercussions of his point. He knew that he didn't have much time, but Black Zetsu would tell him about the Geto statue. He would go to a cave where he would use the Geto statue to preserve his body, basically. Now, everything would happen the exact same in Minato's life, and he would meet Kushina, and he would save her much easier than he did in canon. He would do everything easier. He would complete missions faster and stuff like that, and he would still learn to fly in Raijin, and he would still develop the Rasengan. But he and Fugaku, I do think that he and Fugaku would be friends, and they will have a better relationship, and because of them having the same similar dream of wanting to become Hokage, and I don't know if Fugaku had that dream. I'm assuming. Man, why not? He had the dream of becoming Hokage, and them both having Sharingan. Um, um, Izuna would become a medical ninja. He would want to help people. For some reason, he remembers people dying. He remembers someone screaming. That's all he remembers. He cannot remember the faces of his mother or father. He would ask Minato constantly about them, but Minato wouldn't want to hurt his little brother. Hurt his little brother with that memory. His little brother can remember just a little bit. He wants to spare the memory of his little brother. He told him that mother and father were loving parents and they cared very much for you, but they're dead now. So forget about them and go on living, basically. While Izuna would be a medical ninja, he would receive training from Jiraiya, similar to his brother, where so he can fight much better than someone like Kushina. While Kushina is strong with the chakra chains and stuff like that, Izuna would be much stronger than her, and yeah. Now Minato would become the fourth Hokage, similar to Kennen, but he would tell the third Hokage about his Sharingan, and Danzo would overhear this. Yeah, everything would happen the exact same in Minato's life. He would still whoop the Raikage, and yeah. Izuna would heal people in the field basically, and yeah. So while Minato is strong, Izuna is a close second. It was a candidate for Hokage. So yeah. Sorry, I'm saying oh yeah so much. So so Naruto would be born. Izuna would become the fifth Hokage because, like I said, he was a candidate before Minato became. He was a candidate, and he would become the fifth Hokage, and the third Hokage wouldn't go back into office because he's old, and he would adopt Naruto. So young Naruto looks like this. There should be a picture like that. And Izuna looks like this. And Izuna got married to a girl that looks like this. And yeah, sorry about saying that. But, and yeah. Now, Izuna would teach Naruto jutsus, and he would. Well, Izuna does have the Sharingan. He would awaken it when he saw his brother die. When he heard about his brother dying, because he was out on a mission. Now Obito would be a little bit more skilled because of Minato having the Sharingan and Obito having the Sharingan. Both of them being Uchiha, they would have similarities, but he would be a little bit stronger, but he would still get whooped. And yeah, Madara, when Madara died, he had a smile on his face. Not only that his plan was going into motion, but he would finally see his wife again. Finally, he would go into the afterlife with his wife. Now, this is where I'm gonna be ending it. This is part 0, so keep that in mind, and hope you like it. So hit the like goal, which will be 10, and I will be releasing part 1 in the near future. Watch out for my other Naruto What If. There should be a link in the description. If not, punch me in the face. I am so sorry. So hope you like it, and hit the like button, and my what if Deku had Escanor's abilities will be coming out soon, so watch out for that. I don't really like making promises though, because sometimes something happens. You never know. So watch out for my Deku in Escanor's abilities and my other Naruto What If. So yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.